Hi, we're going to take you through how to create a game and release it on Google Play. So first we're going to start off by selecting a type of game, and now we're in our presets. We've got many options here. I'm just going to use Guess the Food. There we go, we'll select that, and at the bottom we click Next. Okay, so it takes a little while to load. It's usually about 1 to 2 minutes, but to be safe we say 5 minutes. You can see it's already loading the content now. I'm going to pop into QuickApp Ninja. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I'm going to leave everything standard, and you can see this monetization tab. This is really important when you go to the next step of monetizing. I'm going to select Generate Game and generate a version of the game with no monetization. Alright, so you can see me at the bottom. I'm just downloading the APK file, and I'm going to download the screenshots. And we're going to pop into the Google Developer Console. So now we're in. I'm going to select Create Application. And we're going to enter in our title. Excellent, and it's going to take us to the store listing page. So I'm going to enter in a very generic description here, but this is probably the most important part of your store listing other than the imagery. So make sure that you've done your research and you know the right keywords to put in here, and in the next field as well under full description. If you're not sure about keywords, there's some really handy tutorials. Just type in Play App Store Optimization. You'll see stuff from Aptimum. They're quite helpful, and there are tools that help you research and find the keywords that make your game searchable. Alright, so I'm already getting ready to drag and drop in the screenshots we downloaded. So if you try and select all, which I'm going to do here, you notice you can't, so that's why I say drag and drop in. It's a lot faster. So just resize your window, and then you can just move it around as you drag and drop in your images. There we go. Now I'm just going to skip ahead to an already completed version. So here we go. We have all our imagery loaded in. We've filled out the application type and category, which is games trivia. You can put your website if you want to. There's a contact email in there so people can get in touch. This is the important part, the privacy policy. So make sure you have a privacy policy, because Google will come and notify you if there isn't a policy and may remove your game. So I'm grabbing the URL from here. It's on the QuickApp Ninja page, so you can find it in the Help Center. Just search for privacy policy, pasting in the URL, and then we can save the draft. Now you notice you can't release it, and that's because on the left-hand side, there's all those fields that you have to fill out. So if you see anywhere with a grayed out tick, see that green tick next to store listing? That's because we've completed it. You have to go to the next grayed out tick. So we're going to go to App Releases, Manage Production, and this is where we're going to upload that APK file that we downloaded from QuickApp Ninja. So you're creating the release. Now you're going to see this as talking about Google Play app signing. You can enroll if you want, but I'm just going to select not now for now, and I'm just going to upload the APK. So I'm just going to browse through and select it from my desktop. Now make sure I'm just going to expand the view out a little bit, that you grab in the APK file and not the zip. Alright, let's skip ahead because it takes a little while to load. Ding. So it's now loaded. So we're just going to select review, but again, we're not able to publish yet because on the left-hand side, you'll notice we've still got 2 grayed out ticks under content rating and pricing and distribution. You can ignore the blue exclamation marks. Just focus on those gray ticks. So the next one is content rating. So continue. You'll see it's asking for an email address. And then see down here, it looks a little different because you use those bright blue buttons, but those are buttons there. So skipping ahead, there's my email information already in. Scrolling down and see that game icon. Yep, that's the button. It just looks a bit different, so be aware those are buttons on the screen. Now I'm just clicking no on all of these fields because I know my game is family friendly, so it's not going to have any of these in here. Most likely you'll be selecting no, unless maybe you've put some crude humor in the game, but most trivia games will be no under all of these fields. Save the questionnaire and then calculate the rating. Excellent. And then you want to click apply rating. Make sure that you finish each section before you leave, otherwise it loses your progress. Alright, so we're going to pop into pricing and distribution, and this is where you will select your countries. I'm just going to select Australia, but you can see they're all in there. So select where you want to release, and the more regions you can release to, the better. Alright, so mine isn't child oriented and it does contain ads. Remember to select it does contain ads. Alright, so we're going to scroll through most of these and we're going to click on the content guidelines and US export laws. Come back to top and save the draft. Now you see it's going to update and it's going to say ready to publish because all those ticks are complete. So it's going to take us to manage releases, and this screen is going to look familiar. That's where we uploaded our APK before. So we're going to go to edit, we're going to go to manage production, edit release. And we can either upload a new version of APK, but in this case, we're just reviewing it and we're rolling it out to production and then confirm. And that's it, it's complete. So if we scroll to the top, you'll notice that there's a little bit of a wheel as it's processing the update. That can take a little time as Google processes it, but you have now successfully released a game onto Google Play.